and welcome back to week 3 of the Whole Body Boot Camp. I am so excited with everybody's progress thus far. So please remember to log your homework in the Google Forms and be active in Google Groups. All of this information can be found on the Whole Body Boot Camp page, which is located on the Extension County website. So let's start with week 3, eating for the seasons. Until recently, people have been consuming what is in season and readily available. But with the invention of refrigerated trucks and large supermarkets, we are now accustomed to eating what we want rather than what is in season. So let's look at a traditional Chinese medicine approach to seasonal eating. Spring brings bitter flavors, which are consumed to help regulate the body's energy system. These would include spinach, onions, and leeks. For summer, they recommend sweet flavors to help keep the body's balance. This would include strawberries, watermelon, and tomatoes. For fall, they recommend sour flavors to lubricate the body and counteract fall's dryness. This would include pumpkins, pineapples, apples, nuts, and grapefruits. And finally, winter. Winter is for salty flavors to provide high levels of nutrients to the body to restore itself. And this includes red meat such as mutton and beef, nuts, and mushrooms. So this was a look at the traditional Chinese approach to seasonal eating. Why should we pick a seasonal eating plan? First and foremost is flavor. Produce that is fully ripened in the sun and picked at peak freshness is full of flavor, especially if it doesn't have to endure transport. So trying to buy local from a produce stand or market is a great way to get a flavorful in-season produce. Next is cheap. Eating fruits and vegetables that are in season is cheaper because the supply is greater, causing the price to drop. Another great reason is cooking at home. Eating seasonally means you will be eating more fruits and vegetables or fresh foods. So you will be spending more time cooking your food, which equates to knowing what goes into your body. When you prepare your own meals, you are in control of how much sodium, fat, and sugars were added. Lastly, it's a great way to spark your creativity and add variety to your diet. So when I was doing research for this week's lesson, I found out that there are over 80,000 edible plant species, but fewer are included in our diet. Globally, 30 plant species make up 95% of the calories we consume. Our industrialized agriculture system really relies on high-yield crops and crops that can withstand transport. So choosing local foods and growing your own may open up your household to a larger variety of foods. So one final reason that may seem a little off is eating seasonally can help support your body's seasonal needs. While modern conveniences have allowed us to move away from a seasonal diet and some seasonal survival techniques, there are still a few ways we can benefit from eating seasonally. So spring's leafy greens actually help us lose weight that we put on from winter's heavier foods. In the heat of the summer, we are looking to cool down and stay hydrated by eating more fruits, berries, and cucumbers. You actually may already find that your body craves these foods during these seasons. So what's in season in North Carolina? In winter, so from December to February, usually we're going to see apples, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, celery, greens, onions, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, and winter squash. These are also vegetables and fruits that withstand preservation. Spring, it is going to be from March to May. We will see asparagus, beets, celery, greens, peas, radishes, strawberries, and turnips. In the summer, from June to August, we include artichokes, beans, berries, cucumbers, eggplants, melons, pears, peaches, peppers, summer squash, corn, tomato, and zucchini. In the fall, from September to November, We can look for apples, broccoli, cauliflower, greens, onions, and potatoes. So there are lots of options for seasonal eating all throughout the year in North Carolina. So want to learn some super easy ways to increase your fruits and vegetable consumption? Start with adding fruits and vegetables to the grill. Anytime you're preparing something on the grill, throw your fruits and vegetables on there. You can also roast them in the oven real quickly while you're preparing dinner. Spice up some of your traditional recipes by adding more fruits and vegetables. You can even get creative with salads by adding all kinds of toppings. Make a stir fry. You can use frozen or fresh or even canned fruits and vegetables and just throw them in with any old thing. Add vegetables like cucumbers, peppers, and avocados to your sandwich wraps. You can make a smoothie for breakfast. You can even add fruit to what you would normally eat. Top oatmeal with berries. You can add apples to your yogurt and top pancakes with bananas. So this week I challenge you to record your fruit and vegetable consumption. Let's try each day to get 2 cups of fruit, and juice doesn't count, and 2.5 cups of vegetables, which is the USDA's recommendations. The best way to do this is to create a plan. An example here would be, so I will add an apple for breakfast, make sure to have 1 serving of vegetables at lunch with a fruit, and 1 serving of vegetables and fruit at dinner. So what consists of a serving? Well, when it comes to salad, a cup is not a cup. It takes 2 cups of leafy greens to equal 1 cup of vegetables. When it comes to dried fruit, cut the amount in half. A half cup of dried fruit equals 1 cup of fresh fruit. Keep in mind that dried fruit has increased sugars and, along with it, increased calories. 1 big piece of fruit is roughly a cup. An apple, an orange, a large banana, a nectarine, and a grapefruit would actually be considered 1 serving. So remember to log onto the website and log your fruit and vegetable consumption once you have completed the week. Thanks guys, see you next week.